Many apps like TouchChat come with lots of great vocabulary already programmed in. Here, we already have a robust selection of both core words and fringe words. Remember that core words are the words that give our language power, and most of our highly used core words are available on the home page. Here we see, and then fringe words are nouns. This setup has a wide variety of fringe words here on our group page up at the top. So the one thing that's missing on this layout is personal core vocabulary. Personal core are the words that are unique to the child using the device. These are things that the child or family says frequently and the child needs access to on the device. It's so important to customize a device, and it often leads to more motivation and buy-in from the child. So personal core can include things like family members and favorite people, favorite restaurants or places, names of pets or stuffed animals, or common phrases that your family uses. We want the device to be the child's voice, and every voice is different, so we want the device to reflect that. So I'm going to show you how to edit a button in the device so that you can add those personal core words. A quick reminder though, before editing, the placement and location of buttons is very important in your child's language development and learning. It's important that we are thoughtful in where we add buttons and that we never remove or move a button that is already there. Moving buttons can disrupt the motor plan your child has. We also want to be cautious and have conversations with your SLP before making changes to the home page. So the first step in editing is to go to the menu button in the top right corner. If your device has a lock on this button, type in the password. Next, click Edit Page at the bottom. The key though is to make sure that you're already on the page you want to edit. So if you messed up like me, you have to get out of the edit mode and navigate to the page that you want to edit. So I want to edit the people page and I'm going to add my dog. So I'm going to press done to get out of the edit mode. Then I'm going to click on the page I want, which is people. And now I'm ready to go back in and edit. So once you're on the page that you want, go back to the menu and press edit page. So you'll know that you're in edit mode when the top bar turns red. So now that we're here, we need to remember again that we want to keep all the buttons that are already programmed where they are. So the words like mom and sister and brother, all we want to keep there. So let's find an empty space to add a new button. So click on a box and our button in a box will pop up. Press the edit this button at the top. So the button label at the top is the words that will be seen on the screen, like with the words we see behind here, like mine and their and them. The button message is the words that we will hear that the device will speak. Most of the time, these will be the same word, but if we have a very long message, we might abbreviate the label to just 1 to 2 words. Then down here, alternate pronunciation allows you to adjust the spelling to make the pronunciation more accurate. Sometimes we have to do this with people's names if the computer system isn't pronouncing them the way that we want them to. So my dog's name is Bo, so I'm going to type Bo in the button label box. Click there and your keyboard will pop up. And you will see here that it automatically fills in the button message. But if I wanted to type something more, I could always go down there and change that down there. And I can test out how it's going to sound by pressing this little speaker.
Bo.
Okay, so it sounds like I would say it, so I'm going to keep going. So next, I'm going to pick an image for this button. So you can either use a real picture that you have on your iPad, or you can select from the TouchChat library. So I'm going to show you both options. First, we'll look through their library. So to do this, click on Select Image at the top of these choices. So it gives you lots of different libraries that you can search through. And I find the best way is to just search all of them. So in order to do that, you have to press the magnifying glass up in the top right corner. Most of the time, it just automatically fills in the word that you had typed in the button label. So you see it says Bo there. And it gives you lots of options that might match what you're saying. So none of these match what I want. So I'm going to press this X and I'm going to delete Bo and I'm going to type in dog to find a dog picture. So there are many different pictures that you can choose from. Pick the one that best represents what you're trying to say in your message. So I'm going to do this little one here. And then once I have my picture, I am ready to save it. So there's lots of other different options down here to edit and customize, but for the most part, we don't really need to use those, and it's good to keep everything consistent with other buttons. So we just press save up in the top corner, and you'll see that my button bow is there. Okay, so now let's try adding a real picture. So I'm going to edit the button that I already made. And this time I'm going to import an image. So I'm going to do edit this button. And instead of pressing select image, I'm going to press in the middle, import image. Okay, and you can either go to your image library, which is your photo app on your iPad, or you can do the camera and just directly take a picture. Mine's in my photo album. So it pops up all your photos. I'm going to click the one of my dog. And then we can zoom in, adjust as needed, get closer, however you want it to look. And once you feel like it is how you want it, press the use button in the top right corner. Okay, and now it is in, and go ahead and press the done button in the top right corner, and it will have the image in there. And then again, you can just press save and it exits the edit mode. And now once you press done, your button's in there and I can press it and it says bow. So that's just one beginning introduction to editing. There's lots of other things you can do and ways you can customize, but people is a great place to get started.